Two. Joining me today is Joe Kapon from Fair Lawn, New Jersey, out of an audience of more than 250,000 agents nationwide. Joe has been selected to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month for the state of New Jersey. And Joe, it's an absolute privilege to be with you today, creating this video, recognizing you for your contributions to the industry. Congratulations on the recognition, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much. It's really great to get to be recognized. And what can I tell you? Humble? Am I humble? Of course I am. Am I not expecting it? Well, we sent emails, and then slowly it sunk in that you guys are choosing me to be part of your community, and it's really great. What can I tell you? How humble I am? I am.
Look, you're an easy candidate. You've got a lot of experience. You have a great mindset, a great demeanor, a great energy. My desire is in just a few minutes, for those that get a chance to see this, for them to get a sense for why you were selected and kind of who you are. And I thought we'd explore a couple questions together.
Sure.
Joe, why real estate? How'd you get in this business?
Oh, you asked me a question. I have no idea why. It just happened. How? Well, I've been involved in restaurant business for a long time. I've done a lot of service businesses since I got to the United States from Israel. And we were looking for a house. And I was, in the restaurant business, and I'm looking, and I talk a lot. I'm outgoing, so I got to talk a lot. And I'm all dirty from the restaurants business, and I have a truck driving around looking for a house in Fair Lawn. And I see a woman sitting on her doorsteps, and I see yellow signs in her garage. I open the window. Hi, are you selling a house? She says, no, but are you looking? That led me to buy the house next door to her. She became good friends with me and my wife, and they both pushed me to go to real estate school. What do I know? I mean, I don't know about real estate. What do I know? I know how to make pizzas, falafel, hummus, and all this. I don't know anything else. Go to this. Okay, I'll go to that school. We went 2 months later, I'm done. As I'm finishing the test, I think it was September or so, I call her up. She says, come over to the office. I go to the office. She goes to the manager. She put her hand down on the table. He's working here. What do you mean he's working here? I look like, I don't know. I have one tie, those little ties. I go, they send me to a 3 weeks training with the company. It was Wykert at the time. And I go do an open house. Open house, what is an open house? Of course, I'm learning slowly. I sell a house the first week. I sell a house the second week to the family. I put their house on the market. After 3 weeks, I go to my partner. Here are the keys. I'm done. That's how it started. 8 months later, we went to visit family in Israel. I came back. I moved to Remax. And for the last 20 years, I'm with Remax. I never looked back.
Yeah. Well, good for you. It's real estate's a funny business. I'm curious, you didn't even have an opinion about it. A lot of people get in with this kind of this sense that it looks easy and everybody does really well. And the reality is it's a tough business, but you just got in. What do you find most rewarding about it? 20 years in this business. Talk to me about what fuels you about a career in real estate.
Remember the first deal, the first 3 deals, one of them was a young couple. We wrote an offer. I think it was $187,000 at the time. And at the time, we went to present offers in person. So as I'm going to the house, I find a couple sitting on the curbs waiting. I said, what are you waiting for? Oh, we're waiting for you to go and present it. Because I told them when I'm going to present it. Okay, I go in, I present, I come out, and they accepted the offer, they signed the offer. And I go to them and I say, congratulations. The wife started crying. The husband gave me a hug. Young couple, 30, I think less before 30, maybe in their 20s, the emotions that they felt. That was my first sale of a sale, not a listing. That was amazing. I kind of, okay, that's great. But I think until now, looking back, I think that was a turning point for me of thinking, how do I influence people's life? What is the responsibility that I have? And as time go by, and as the years go by, and I encounter 1,000 different cases of different scenarios, I realized that the actual responsibility that I have, or we have as realtors, is not, we're not selling houses. Of course, we are writing contracts and we show them houses. But what we have is a responsibility to direct people with probably the biggest investment of their life. This is a big responsibility. It's like a client tells you, put your hand in my pocket, take $500,000, go spend it. It's a big responsibility. How can I sleep at night if I don't know that I kind of take care of them and make sure that they are protected completely? Buy, sell, doesn't matter. And that's what I think. Of course, the income is rewarding, but if my income is only a byproduct of my services, it's not the main thing. I'm not the main thing there. It's the buyer, it's the seller, it's my client and their needs. So when you look at an income, of course, an income for real estate agents can be great, can be okay, can be lousy, but it's only a byproduct of who you are and what you do.
Yeah, it's a measure of how much value you bring to people, right?
That's it. That's it.
So I did some digging and I found a testimonial of yours online. And I like to read testimonials because they are a validation from the voice of your customer on what it's like to have gone through this experience with you. And this one says, my wife and I were able to find the perfect home for our family because of Joe. I now understand what his clients mean by white glove service. During our first virtual meeting, he was impeccably detailed and wholeheartedly interested in our needs and wants. During our search, he was always punctual, reliable, and honest. This guy knows his stuff. We saw about 10 homes during the crazy housing market season before putting in our first offer, which we ended up winning. We won over 13 other offers because of Joe's guidance. His teammate was also very helpful and caring during our chaotic search. You won't regret going with Joe. We're so glad we found him. That's pretty strong praise, Joe, and there are lots of those online. And that's a testament that the guy you talk about, an important being, is the guy that your clients get. And there's no doubt that's contributed to, why we're here now, recognizing you.
So just to add on, some agents choose to go with the community of agents and create teams and all kind of groups to sell more houses. I choose to stay by myself. I have one person that helps me when I need, but when I take on a client, I take it by myself. I choose to do limited amount of business. I mean, I sell quite a bit, but I don't put on my plate more than what I can handle. So I can actually give them the time and every effort to take care of their needs. So I'm not going to sell hundreds of houses a year. I'm not interested. What I'm interested in is really the quality of service I'm giving them. That's what I feel they deserve. If somebody comes to me, they need to get the best possible service and not to be kind of, okay, I'm done with you. I have to go to another appointment. So I'm going to put you on the side and take care of the next client. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's great. Talk to me about Fair Lawn, New Jersey. You can do this job anywhere. What makes Fair Lawn a great place to live, work, and play?
Fair Lawn is a golden line between affordability and school system. When we got here, we look for a good school system for the kids. But a lot of towns around us, the schools are even better or quote unquote better, but the cost of living is too high. We couldn't afford that. So we chose Fair Lawn. We looked at the school system and we chose Fair Lawn for that reason. Fair Lawn has about 10,000 homes, 2,000 apartments, and it divided into 6 elementary school districts, 2 middle schools and 1 high school. This knowledge of Fair Lawn, I know also about Ridgewood, Glen Rock, Wyckoff, Franklin Lakes, and other towns that surrounding our town. But Fair Lawn is exactly 9 miles of GWB. It's sitting right between Garden State Highway, Route 80, 208, Route 4, very close to New York, the train station. We have 2 train stations. So it's really a great community to be in. Prices are fairly stable, down-to-earth people, very friendly. We have a variety. We're a little I call it a little Manhattan. We have from every possible religion, part of the world, and we all live nicely in harmony, and it's nice. It's just nice.
That's awesome. That sounds great.
Nice.
We've had sort of an unprecedented inventory shortage last year, and it's been tough to be in this business. It's been a challenge, and a lot of people have been getting in because they hear housing prices are so high. I mean, it seems like people are always getting into this business, but While I had you, I thought I would ask if you were to give one piece of advice to a peer in this business, what would that piece of advice be, Joe?
So there is not one piece that will make an agent great or not, or go into the business or not. But the agents need to keep in mind that we live in cycles. Go up, go down. Whatever goes up must come down. Whatever goes down must come up. If I have to choose one, I have to choose three. And if I have to choose three, so I'll go to one and then maybe a couple more. First, you got to be yourself. You got to put your personality behind the business. You got to be you. You can train to be someone else, but it's not really going to work because it's not you. You have to want to do what you do. You have to have the passion to do what you do. And you have to do something very important. You have to train yourself that your income is not what you're in the business for. I mean, of course, you're in the business for making money. There is no question. We're all in the business for making money. But somehow you have to come to a point in the real estate business that your income will be only and only a byproduct of your services. So when you take the money out of the equation, your money out of the equation, what's left? The best interest of the client. So when that's the only thing that's left, you find a way to make it work. You got to find a way. You go through the most difficult situation and the most easy situation, but you always can find a way to make it work if and only if your money is not as part of the equation. The money that you make, it's got to be out. And sometimes you're going to make a little bit more, sometimes you're going to make a little bit less, but you're always going to make, in general, the whole year good if you keep this in your is in front of your eyes constantly.
Yeah, I've talked to thousands of agents, Joe, and I find consistently those that have produced consistently over a long period of time, without a doubt, the one characteristic shared by all is this understanding that you have to put the client interests first. There's this
very simple.
It's the key to a long, successful life in this business.
Very, very simple. Yeah.
Joe, you're a special guy, and I am proud.
No. You got to know me better. Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm proud to be here recognizing you for a long, successful career in this business and for the positive way that you go about doing what you do. And congratulations again on the recognition. And I wish you nothing but continued success in the rest of your journey.
Thank you. I got to tell you, this was when I first got the email, it was a surprise. Who am I? I mean, I'm a fly on the wall. There is nothing special. It's not special what I do. It's the clients like what I do. But it's nothing special. Let's put it this way. It shouldn't be special. It should be a normal day-to-day action by everybody. It's got to be. It's got to be like this. And Joe, when it's not, everything is so, you're giving me this special award, which is great. And again, I'm humble and thankful. And the camera just moved. But it's, we agents, I mean, we like what they say about us. Some of us, but it shouldn't be, we shouldn't get praise for doing the right thing. It's the right thing to do. And when you do the right thing in your life, at least when I look at the mirror, I know I go to sleep knowing that I did everything good for my clients.
So 9 out of 10 people that get their license today don't finish their second year because this business is much more challenging than people realize. And it takes a level of interest in others. It takes a passion for others. It takes discipline. It takes commitment. It takes work ethic. Yeah, well, I'll just leave it at that. You are all of those things. You're deserving of recognition, and I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.